In a season full of unexpected twists, the Chicago Bears emerged as one of the NFL's standout teams, capturing the NFC North title with an impressive 11-win campaign largely thanks to the remarkable evolution of quarterback Caleb Williams. Their journey included a thrilling playoff victory over the Green Bay Packers, a win that marked their first postseason triumph since January 2011. But now, as we look ahead, the road for the Bears in 2026 is fraught with challenges that fans need to digest. The NFL has recently released the opponents for the upcoming season, and here's the kicker. The Chicago Bears face the toughest strength of schedule in the league, with their opponents boasting a combined winning percentage of .550 from last season. For context, the Green Bay Packers are tied for third with a .538, while the Minnesota Vikings are at .519, and the Detroit Lions are languishing near the bottom at .467. This is a double-edged sword for Williams and the Bears. On one hand, the challenge could serve as a proving ground for the squad, but on the other, it raises the stakes significantly. This situation is a mixed bag for the Bears. Last year, they had a slightly tougher strength of schedule at .571, yet they managed to thrive. The silver lining here is that facing formidable opponents could solidify Chicago's status as a legitimate Super Bowl contender right from the get-go. For Caleb Williams, this is not just a chance, it's an opportunity to step into the MVP conversation early in the season. Currently, he's considered a fringe candidate, trailing behind heavyweights like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and the emerging Drake May. But if he can rise to the occasion against these challenging teams, his chances could improve significantly. Let's take a quick look at Williams' impressive stats from the previous season. He threw for nearly 3,942 yards, racking up 27 touchdowns against just 7 interceptions. His completion percentage hovered around 58.1%, and he boasted a 90.1 passer rating. Those numbers tell a story of a player who has the charisma and grit to shine when it counts. Just look at his performances against the Packers if you need a reminder. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Williams still has areas to improve, particularly when it comes to his throwing accuracy. The Bears also parted ways with key offensive weapons like DJ Moore and Olamide Zaccheaus this offseason, which could pose a challenge for his development. As we gear up for the new season, the question on every Bears fan's mind is, can Chicago repeat last year's success and capture a second consecutive division title under the leadership of Caleb Williams? If they can manage another double-digit win season, don't be surprised if MVP voters start paying closer attention to the talented USC product. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the eyes of the league and the fans will be firmly fixed on Chicago as the 2026 campaign unfolds. Transitioning from this daunting schedule, let's dive into the next piece of news that could affect the Bears' strategy moving forward.
As the excitement builds for the Chicago Bears' upcoming schedule, a significant piece of information has emerged concerning their 2026 season. The NFL has officially confirmed that the Cincinnati Bengals will be facing the Atlanta Falcons in Madrid, Spain, thus putting to rest the speculation that the Bears might head overseas again. With this announcement, fans can finally breathe a sigh of relief and focus on what lies ahead for the team in the upcoming season. Despite the disappointment for supporters dreaming of a trip to Spain to see the Bears, the reality is that Chicago will still be squaring off against the Falcons, but this time it will be on their home turf in Atlanta. The Bears and Falcons are no strangers to one another, having clashed 30 times throughout their history. Currently, the Bears hold a slight edge with a 16-14 record against Atlanta. The last encounter between these two was a commanding victory for Chicago, with the Bears triumph 37-17, largely thanks to an impressive defensive performance featuring 4 interceptions. This upcoming matchup carries an additional layer of intrigue, as it marks a personal battle between the current Bears general manager Ryan Poles and Ian Cunningham, the former Bears assistant GM who is now at the helm of the Falcons operations. Cunningham's move to Atlanta stirred some controversy regarding the compensatory draft picks, or lack thereof, awarded to Chicago for nurturing a minority candidate. It's a situation that was contentious, but is now firmly in the rearview mirror as Poles prepares to lead the Bears into this pivotal contest. While it may be a bummer for fans who had their hearts set on traveling to Europe, there's a silver lining to this news. The Bears will benefit from not having to navigate the grueling travel schedule that an overseas game necessitates. The fatigue and logistical challenges of international play can take a toll on any team, and Chicago's decision to stay stateside could provide a much-needed advantage as they gear up for the season. The Bears last ventured abroad in 2024 for a matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars in London, and it seems that their next international appearance won't come until at least the 2027 season. This absence may be a missed opportunity for fans eager to see their beloved team on a global stage, but it also allows the Bears to focus on refining their strategy and roster for the upcoming year. As we await the complete details of the Bears' 2026 schedule, this revelation about the Bengals and Falcons offers a glimpse into the complexities and rivalries that shape the NFL landscape. What are your thoughts on this development? Where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments below. Now, let's dive into what else is happening in the world of Bears football. As we dive into the final segment of this video, the buzz around the Chicago Bears and their upcoming 2026 season is palpable. With the release of the schedule just around the corner, fans are already speculating about who will be facing off against our beloved Bears in Week 1. The anticipation is electric, and I know I'm not the only one eager to hear your thoughts. Where are you watching from? And who do you think the Bears will face to kick off the season? Looking back at the Bears' remarkable journey in 2025, it's clear that this team is hungry for more. They clinched the NFC North title with an impressive 11-6 record, showcasing their resilience and determination. The wildcard victory over the Green Bay Packers was a highlight of the season, a moment that felt like vindication for Bears fans everywhere. Overcoming an 18-point deficit to secure a 31-27 win was no small feat. It's a game that Caleb Williams will undoubtedly carry with him into next season as he prepares to lead this franchise. Speaking of Caleb Williams, he proved his critics wrong last season, putting up solid numbers that should silence the naysayers. Completing 330 out of 568 passes for nearly 3,942 yards and 7 touchdowns during the regular season, and following that up with 618 yards and 4 touchdowns in the playoffs. Williams demonstrated that he has what it takes to perform at the highest level. His standout moment came in Week 3 against the Dallas Cowboys, throwing for 298 yards and 4 touchdowns, including a spectacular flea flicker to Luther Burden III. If that's not a sign of a quarterback ready to take the next step, I don't know what is. The Bears recently released a video on Instagram where several players, including Williams, shared their predictions for the season opener. Williams expressed a desire to face off against Jordan Love and the Packers again, saying, "What if it was GB? I'm saying just off the end of the year last year." That shows the confidence this team has built after taking down their longtime rivals in the postseason. Now, looking ahead to that potential matchup, you have to consider what a Week 1 win against Green Bay would mean for the Bears. It would not only serve as a validation of their playoff success, but also send a resounding message to the entire league that Chicago is a force to be reckoned with. However, it won't be an easy task. Love is coming off a solid year leading the Packers offense, and with their defense featuring one of the best pass rushers in the league, Micah Parsons, the Bears will have their work cut out for them. But here's the kicker. Chicago has been proactive this offseason. The front office bolstered the roster by signing veteran free agents and strategically addressing needs through the draft. Adding Dylan Thiemann to the secondary is a move that should pay dividends, filling a critical gap at safety. The Bears are not just resting on their laurels. They're building a competitive team that can challenge for the division title and more. As we gear up for the 2026 season, the excitement surrounding the Bears is at an all-time high. Fans, let's rally together and support our team as we look ahead to what could be a transformative year. Make sure to comment below with your thoughts on the potential matchups for Week 1 and what you expect for the Bears this season. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest news and updates as we navigate what promises to be a thrilling journey. The Chicago Bears are ready to prove themselves, and we're all in this together. Let's go Bears!